Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Rashid Abdullah, Executive Secretary of a very important organization that's underpinned the development of a lot of data and intelligence needed for Africa's development. That's the Africa Energy Commission, AFRIC. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, and thank you for inviting me to this very important discussion. And first of all, allow me to thank all the parties who put their effort together to develop AFSAM and CMP. Because these two initiatives, it is very important to achieve the Africa Agenda 2063, where we talk about integration of the continent. And this integration cannot be done without integration in the power system. And also, the very important element I need to highlight, the importance of this AFSAM and CMP in the energy transition era. So we are planning for the future, and by 2050, the utility will not be the utility that we know, and the power system will not be the power system that we know, and the fuel itself, it will not be the same. So it is very important to start now. We are looking for 2050, we are looking for zero emission. So it is very important. The other points I need to highlight to intervene the importance of CMP, the role of electricity. Now, electricity represents 20% of the global energy supply, and it's expected to increase to 50% of the global energy supply by 2050, because it's obvious, because of new application for electricity, electrical car, and all this. So that means the role of electricity is increasing, and this means more electricity is needed globally and of course for Africa. And also considering also the population dimension in Africa, we need to consider that. Now we are 1.4 million in Africa, that represents 20% of the global population. This, by 2050, the African population may increase to 2.5, and by 2100, we reach 4.3 billion, which represent 40% of the global population. So we are not looking for planning for today. We are looking for the future. We are not talking about 600 million without access to electricity, but we are looking for 4.3 billion, 40% of the global population by 2100. So CMP and AFSAM, it is very important, it's crucial. It is not only African issue, but it's a global issue if we need to supply economic development for those population. And to achieve that, I think the most important part is the resources. Do we have resources? And I think all the previous speakers talk about the resources, renewable energy and also non-renewable energy. We have, but these resources is not available in all the continents. We have geothermal in East Africa, but we have hydro in Inga and Ethiopia. We have solar energy everywhere. So we need to make these resources available and pull these resources to the load center. And we cannot achieve this without this AFSAM and CMP and without cross-border trading among our member states. So AFSAM and CMP report and the plan, it is a good start. But still, we have a long way to go. And this long way to go, we need to think now, from now, what next? And I think from my side, I can say that we need to start really to transform our electricity sector in Africa. That means we need to develop the right policy and regulation for enable cross-border trading, and also regulation for enable investment. Yes, we have a resource, but we don't have investment now. And this is the reason that 600 million without access to electricity. And also, we need really to drive the national planning based on the outcome of this CMP. So CMP is umbrella, but really we need our member state to transform the electricity sector, considering the energy transition, considering the moving to the renewable energy, considering the lower in the cost of renewable energy, so that we can have the same speed with AFSAM and CMP. And of course, the development of the partnership, it is very crucial role. Without partnership, we are not reaching this CMP now. And I think we need to continue this spirit to have more partnership because the task, I think, it is very huge. Capacity building, I think you mentioned the capacity building, and I think Teach from Audenibad, they talk about the capacity building. And in Africa itself, we are in the discussion with Audenibad how to go the capacity building in this CMP. And also data. Africa, we are working for a long time in energy data, and now we are supporting our 55 member states to report an energy balance. We develop new system. We hope that we are supporting, direct support, some countries to build their national information system, and we will continue our effort to improve the data quality in Africa, because without data, there is no correct decision or informed decision. And also, we are also working with our African Development Bank, our bank also, to support some country in energy transition, considering the local context, because we believe that energy transition in Africa is different. So we have a specific circumstances we need to consider, local content we need to consider, and we are thinking that energy transition planning, it is very important for Africa, and we are working with African Development Bank to do that. And I think I will stop here, and thank you very much.